Alright, welcome back to another On-Base Baseball video. My name is Brian Hafferkamp, and I'm the creator and designer of On-Base Baseball. In this video, we're going to do a little bit more Ya-Ya Tabletop Baseball, which is a new game based off of Yahtzee style rolls. And this is a baseball game, tabletop baseball game. And in this video, I just want to introduce an idea that I've been testing out, and that is how to get some defense into the game. How do we include pitchers? How do we include hitters? You know, those are sort of things that I'm thinking about. You know, what can we do to incorporate that into the game? And I came up with this idea of a decider die, or I'm calling it the cancel die. So it's a way to sort of cancel out anything that's been rolled. So let's say you roll a 3 of a kind, and it's typically going to be a walk. But if I roll the decider die, and let's say I rolled a 3 of a kind with 6s, and my cancel die is a 6, then that cancels out one of those 6s, and instead it becomes a chance play, it'd be like a normal 2 of a kind. So just something I'm thinking about. So you could turn a double into a single into an out, or a chance play. Turn a triple or 5 of a kind into a double. You can negate a full house. You can negate a home run. But I'm not negating any strikeouts. So I don't know exactly what to do with the strikeouts yet, but on base running plays, if there's typically taking an extra base or stealing is a 2 of a kind is all you need. So while they're stealing, you can roll the cancel die to see if you can get the runner at second base. So if it's a 2 of a kind and you get the number for the 2 of a kind, it goes to obviously a 1 of a kind, and then the runner would be out. If it's a 3 of a kind, you could get it down to this, so that only the lead runner is safe and the other runners don't advance. So just a way to sort of cancel things out and play a little bit of defense. We'll see how it goes. The first game I played, there was very little scoring. Several home runs were taken back because I actually rolled the cancel die. So obviously if you have a large straight here, you're going to be able to cancel a home run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be all the numbers, right? So I don't know exactly how to handle that. Maybe home runs just shouldn't be canceled. Maybe the only other things can. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how to handle things. So maybe if you have some sort of suggestions on that, I'm just trying to kind of search for some way to include this with the pitchers. We have Justin Verlander going against Brian Bannister. This is an April or August 22nd game, 2008. It's Detroit at Kansas City. So a hot night in Kansas City, 84 degrees, and the turf is warm. And we got Detroit coming in. This is Granderson. It says Granderso, but it's Granderson. In center, Placido Polanco at second, Maglio Ordonez in right, Miguel Cabrera at first, Carlos Guillen at third, Gary Sheffield is the DH, Matt Joyce in left, Brandon Inge is catching in this game, and then Ramon Santiago at short. Going for Detroit is young Verlander. For Kansas City, it's Aviles at short, Esteban Herman at second, David DeJesus in left, Jose Guillen in right, Martin at third, Billy Butler at DH, Ross Glode at first, John Buck catching, and then Joey Gaithright playing center field. Pitching for the Royals is Brian Bannister. So let's go ahead and get this rolling, and hopefully I'll remember to do the cancel die. I've been playing a lot of games without it, so hopefully I'll remember. And it's just on sort of the hits. If it's a chance roll, there's no need to do that. I'm also going to play with the star players. I'm going to play with the power hitters, and so I'm trying to come up with a good a good marker for the power hitters. And then for the glove men, I don't have that down here, but that's going to be a dot. So let's say Mags Ordonez, we're going to go with a star here and a power symbol both. And same here. So I'm just going to try a little strategy here. For glove man, we're just going to say here, I'm trying to look at these sheets and see if there's something. And let's say the shortstop can't make an error. Okay. And then for Kansas City, let's see if we can mark some folks. Let's give David DeJesus the star. Jose Guillen gets a power. Tien, a star and power. And for glove man, I think really it only makes sense to do center fielder and like shortstop or something. I've considered doing an error check on every single out play, which would bring this glove fielding into play. I think I'll do that each time. I'll just do an error check every time that there's a grounder or a fly out. So, like I said, this game is still in development. If you'd like to play this version, this is version 2. So if you'd like to play this version, just send me an email or let me know in the description or in the comment section. And send me an email to onbasebaseball@gmail.com, and I'll get that sent out to you, and you can test it and see if there are better game mechanics that can be had for this game. I think it's got a lot of promise. The baseline game engine is solid and good, and games are coming out realistic, and it's fun to play. But I just want to add in, how can we make it so the pitchers are included and the individual hitters are included as well. So some individual attributes, but I like being able to actually choose. I could choose Sheffield, I could choose Carlos Guillen to be a power hitter and to get that special one roll die for a home run. So, I kind of like that part of it. All right. And so we're going to use our cancel die or our negator die. I don't know what the best word for that is. Negator die sounds awesome, but cancel die is more appropriate and right to what it is. Negator, I guess, is appropriate and right too, but it's harder to understand just when you read it. Okay. Well, let's get into the game. This is going to be Granderson, Polanco, and Ordonez leading off against Brian Bannister of the Royals. So nothing here, a pair of 5s, so 10, 15, 17 is going to be a grounder to the second baseman. Let's do an error check. No error on the play, so it's 4-3 on the putout. So our shortstop and our center fielder are the ones that cannot make an error, so we don't even have to roll for that one. Next up is Polanco. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to be a strikeout. Polanco does not have any special designation, so that's going to be a K for him. And 3, 4, 5, nothing there, so 8, 11, 16, 17. That's a grounder to the second baseman again. No error, and so we get out of the inning. That's the third out. So no runs, no hits, nobody left on for Detroit in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. No score in Kansas City. That's hot and muggy night, and Justin Verlander takes the mound against the Royals. It's going to be Mike Aviles, Esteban Herman, and David DeJesus. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, that's going to be a strikeout. So out number 1 as Aviles strikes out against Verlander. 3 2s here. So we got our first chance to use our cancel die. So if If I roll a 2, then that's going to make that an out, and we'll just treat it like a chance and just roll everything. It is a 2. That was a terrible roll, but it shows everything. So it's 3, 5, 7, 11. 11 is going to be an error, so it's still not positive for the defense, but keeps it from being a single, I guess. I don't know what good that does there. And I've thought about doing some sort of speed type deal as well, where maybe one of the base runners gets an automatic steal a second or something like that too. So just some way to establish speed as a factor in the game. It's not so hard to take an extra base or to tag up or whatever, but maybe just an extra speed guy. Okay, which you could give to Mags or Donias if you wanted to. So that game he just steals at will. So David DeJesus up, 1 out and 1 on. There is nothing there, so that's 11, 13, 15, 16. And that's a fly ball to right field. Let's see if there's an error. There is not. So fly ball, remember that's only an error on a full house. So fly ball to right, and that'll be 2 outs in the inning. We'll just keep Herman at first base. So runner at first, 2 outs, and so Jose Guillen to the plate. 2, 3, 4, nothing there. So 10, 15, 19 is a grounder to third. No error. So that's going to be 5-3 on the putout. And that'll be out number 3. So no runs on no hits, 1 left on for Kansas City in the bottom of the first. Head to the top of the second, still tied at 0. And it's going to be Brian Bannister. Against the middle of the order, it'll be Miguel Cabrera, Carlos Guillen, and Gary Sheffield. So there's a 3, 4, nothing. So 6, 7, 11, 17. And that's a grounder to second base. No error. So 1 out in the inning. And that brings up Carlos Guillen. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be a strikeout. Guillen with no special designation there, so it's going to be out number 2. And Gary Sheffield to the plate, 2 out and nobody on. Shef is going to go to a chance roll here, so that's 9, 10 plus 8 is 18, and that's a grounder to the shortstop. And no error on the play, so 6-3 on the putout. Actually, shortstop is one of our guys, so I shouldn't have even done that. Sorry, shortstop here. So I shouldn't have even rolled that. Wouldn't have mattered. So no runs on no hits and nobody left on for Detroit in the top of the first. And we go to the bottom of the second. Top of the second. Bottom of the second. That's where we are. Kansas City has Mark Tien, Billy Butler, and Ross Glode coming to the plate. Tien is a star power. And so let's see if he gets a chance for that. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is not quite enough. Needed that 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we are going to roll 1 die for a home run. So what we need is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll roll this middle die, see if we can get a 5, and see if Mark Tien goes yard. No 5 on the play, so instead of a home run, it's going to strike out. And that's how that game mechanic works. Kind of fun when you get a power hitter with an opportunity. It's going to be Billy Butler to the plate, left-handed batter, DHing for Kansas City. Nothing here, so 6, 7, 9 plus 6 is 15. That'll be a fly ball to center field, and no need to check the error there as Granderson makes the play. He cannot make an error, so he wasn't going to anyway, but any of our glove men. So the shortstop and center field, and that's what we've chosen for both teams. Neither of them can make an error. So that's going to be 2 outs in the inning. Ross Glode to the plate. He is batting 7th and playing first in this game. He's got 4 6s, and so that's an opportunity for a double and to roll 1 die for a triple. Let's see if our cancel die drops him down to a walk. It does. That's a 6. And so it cancels out one of those 4s here, and then gives us three of a kind, so that's going to be a walk instead of a double rolling for a triple. All right, so good to see that that mechanic is working out well. It works for a while, and then doesn't. So we got to figure it out. John Buck, the catcher, 1 on and 2 out. Almost a full house there, but not quite. So 10, 20. Is that right? 12, 16, 20. And that's going to be a grounder to first base. Ooh, almost an error. And the first baseman is who? Cabrera. So Cabrera makes the play, and he's going to go 3 unassisted on that one. So he takes it to the bag himself, and that's going to be no runs on no hits, and 1 left on with the walk to Ross Glode. Would have been a double on his way to possibly one of these others. So what do we have here? We have Matt Joyce, Brandon Inge, and Ramon Santiago against Brian Bannister. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's going to be an opportunity for a home run for Matty Joyce. If I roll, it's going to take away anything. So to me, I don't take away the home run with the decider die. Maybe unless this guy is... I don't know how to handle home runs. I'm just going to give them to him. So I'm just going to give them to him. I don't know how to deal with home runs because if you roll anything, it's going to negate it. So maybe if this pitcher is some sort of special designated pitcher, like a top 10 pitcher in the league or something, I don't know, which Verlander probably was back then in 2008. But we're going to give him the home run because runs, you can tell runs are going to be scarce. So 1-0. Detroit takes the lead on a Matt Joyce home run, and that's going to be Brandon Inge to the plate with nobody on and nobody out. And that's a 3 of a kind with 5s. That's going to be a single. Let's go ahead and roll our cancel die, and that's going to be a 6. So that does not cancel anything out, and that's going to be a base knock. If there were runners on base, they would all take an extra base, but that's not the case. So Ramon Santiago to the plate. There is a full house for Santiago. Let's see if we roll a 4 or a 2, that's going to negate the full house. If we roll a 4, that's going to make it a chance. If we roll a 2, then it's going to be a 3 of a kind. So a 1, and nothing gets negated there. So it's going to be 4s over 2s, which is a double down the right field line. So a little bit of offense here, a little life for Detroit in the 3rd inning. And he's going to go to second base on that. Let's go ahead and try to score him. So down the line, let's try to score Brandon Inge. What we need is a 2 of a kind at least. And we get it. We get 2 of a kinds, actually. So he's going to score on the double. So ball rattles around in the corner down there, and they can't dig it out quick enough to get the mostly speedy catcher. And so that's going to be a 2-0 lead now for Detroit. 2 runs in, 3 hits in the 3rd inning, and nobody out still against Brian Bannister. 3, 4, 5, nothing there. So 5, 10, 15, 18. 18 is a ground ball to the shortstop. No need to do any checks there. That's just going to be 6-3 on the put out, so that's out number 1. Runner stays at second base as the play is made in front of him. 4, 5, 6, nothing. So 5, 10 plus 10 is 20, and a 20 is a grounder to first. No error on the play, so he goes 3-1 on the put out. Out number 2, and the runner's going to head to third base on the fielder's choice. What do we got? We got another opportunity here for a full house, right? So 3s over 5s. If we roll a 3 or a 5 with our cancel die, then that's going to change the play. We get a 1, so that's going to be 3s over 5s, which is a double to right center field. So Magdaleno Ordonez goes the other way, splits the gap, and that's going to be an RBI double as he brings home the runner from third. So he comes home on the 2-bagger, and that's going to be a 3-0 lead now for Detroit in the top of the third inning. Nothing here, so 9, 10 plus 9 is 19. It's a grounder to third base. No error on the plate, so we go 5-3 on the putout, and that'll be the end of the inning. But the Tigers do get 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and they take a 3-0 lead over Bannister and the Kansas City Royals. This is played August 22nd, 2008, just showing some new game mechanics for Ya-Ya Tabletop Baseball. Hopefully you have some suggestions for me about this. It's going smoother than it did in the first game that I did this with, so that's good. And we'll have to try to steal with someone at some point just to see if we make that. On this throw to home, I could have done that as well. Could have tried to negate that with a throw with the dice, so maybe I'll try to remember that the next time that happens. So if we roll a 2 of a kind, then I can roll the cancel die and see if we cancel that out and he's out at the plate. So there's some, a little more intricate game mechanics that can be had. We head to the bottom of the third inning. This is going to be the bottom of the order, Joey Gaithright, and then back to Aviles and Herman for Kansas City. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's going to be a bomb. Bombs. Excuse me, for Joey Gaithright. And Gaithright with the solo home run gets Kansas City on the board. 3-1 now our score. Back to the top of the order, it's Aviles, Herman, and DeJesus. 2s and 4s. Otherwise nothing there, so it's going to be 6, 12, plus 3 is 15. 15 is a fly out to center field, and no need to do an error check there. So it's going to be a fly out to center, and that'll be out number 1. Our center fielder, Granderson, we've given the glove man. Otherwise, that was almost a full house. So 1 out, nobody on. It's going to be Esteban Herman. He got on with an error his first at bat. 1, 2, 3. Nothing there. So 6, 7, 9, 12, and 6 is 18. That's a grounder to short. Again, no. It's like a reflex now to just hit that button. Grounder to short, no problem for Santiago as he makes the play to first, and 2 down, 1 in the bottom of the third inning for Kansas City. 1, 2, 3. So it's 8, 9, 12, 14. That's a fly ball to left. Almost an error, but left fielder makes a play, and that is Matt Joyce. So Kansas City gets 1 run on 1 hit. That's the home run from Joey Gaithright, speedster. And we head to the top of the 4th inning. It is 3-1 Detroit. And let's see what happens with Carlos Guillen, Chef, and Matt Joyce. Just misses there. 7, 14, 15. 15 is a fly ball to center field, and that's going to be an out. So no error check. 1 out, nobody on. Gary Sheffield to the plate. That's 10, 19, 20. 20 is a grounder to first base. And the first baseman is Ross Glode. He handles it well, tosses it to the pitcher who's covering, and that's going to be out number 2. So we head to Matt Joyce. Matt Joyce, home run in his last at bat. No such luck here, as he just misses the full house. That's going to be 3, 7, 8, plus 2 is 10, although he does get on with an error here. And that's the first error for Kansas City. So each team with 1 error so far in the game. Brandon Inge singled in his last at bat. Nothing doing here, so that's a 7, 12, 15, 21 is going to be a strikeout. And 3rd strikeout of the game for Brian Bannister, and that's going to end the inning. So no runs on no hits and 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers are up 3-1 in this 2008 contest. Verlander's going to be facing off against the heart of the order. Guillen, Tien, and Butler. Tien had an opportunity for a home run in his last at bat. 2, 3, 4, nothing there. So 4, 7, 11, 13. 13 is going to be a grounder to the shortstop. So we'll go 6-3 on the putout. That's Santiago with the play. Nothing in 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be here. And we have a power hitter up in TN, so he gets to roll one die for a home run. So let's see. He had the same opportunity last time. And let's see if he comes through here. He needs a 1 or a 6. And that ball is gone. And it's a 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Mark TN on opportunity number 2 closes his eyes, swings as hard as he can, and rocks it out of the park. And so that's going to be cut the lead down to 3-2 now, as TN with the solo home run here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Billy Butler to the plate. Butler would love the same opportunity, but he doesn't get it. So that's going to be 10, 19, 20. 20 is a ground ball. He pulls it to the first baseman. First baseman just makes the play, and we're going to go 3 unassisted on that. As he dives and makes the play and scrambles to the bag before the slow-footed Billy Butler can get down the line. Ross Glode walked his last at bat, first baseman for the Royals in this game. He just misses the full house, so it's going to be 3, 6, 8, 11, and he's going to get on via the error number 2 for Detroit, and the inning is still alive for John Buck, the catcher. He grounded to first his first at bat. Nothing here, so it's going to be 7, 11, 13, 14. 14 is a fly ball to left. And let's check the error. Any error on the play? There's not. So 3 down. The Royals do climb back into it as they get 1 run on 1 hit, and that is the Mark TN home run. So 2 opportunities in this game for TN. He comes through. Up for Santiago for Detroit in the 5th is going to be Santiago, and then back to the top of the order, Granderson and Polanco. Santiago doubled, RBI double in his last at bat. So 4, 5, 6, nothing there. 8, 10 plus 9 is 19. That's a grounder to third base. No error on the play. So we go 5-3 on the putout, and that's TN over to Glode, and that's out number 1. So Granderson to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. And that's going to be 10, 13, 14. That's another grounder. That's to first base. And this time, almost an error. So the grounder to first, was it Glode? Glode makes the play. So over to first. It's really close at first, but they do get him, and that's 2 down in the inning. Placido Polanco to the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. He is 0 for 2 in the game. 2, 3, 4, and he's going to be 0 for 3, I think. So 8, 11, 15, and 6 is 21, which will be a strikeout 2 in the inning, and Bannister gets out of it. So no runs on no hits, nobody left on for Detroit in the top half of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's going to be Joey Gaithright, Mike Aviles, and Esteban Herman against Justin Verlander. So nothing going here, almost a full house. 10, 12, 14, 20. That's a grounder to first. And we got an error. Error on Miguel Cabrera. So third error of the ball game for Detroit. We got 1, 2, 3. So 3 errors for Detroit. Not looking good defensively. And that brings up Mike Aviles. Aviles, here's a 3 of a kind. That's going to be a walk. Let's see if our cancel die cancels out the walk. It does not. And so that's going to be a walk, and that puts runners at first and second base for the home team. Okay, 2 on, nobody out. Esteban Herman to the plate. Nothing going on there. So 6, 8, 10, 14. 14 is going to be a fly ball to left. No error on the play. And that'll be out number 1. Runners are going to hold at first and second. No need to move up with fly ball to left. 4, 5, 6, nothing there. 8, 12, 17, 21 is going to be a strikeout. So 2 outs now, 2 on, and Jose Guillen to the plate. Guillen has a power number, so let's see if that comes into play. It will not, but it does have 3 ones. That's going to be a single. So an opportunity here for runs, and let's see what our cancel die does. It's a 6, and nothing gets canceled out, so that's going to be a single to left field. So let's give him the single here. And we're going to try to score this runner, Joey Gaithright, from third, so he gets here on the single. And let's go ahead and try to score him. We just need a 2 of a kind on the play. And we do get the 2 of a kind. It's a 4. Now let's use our cancel die to see if the outfielder throws him out at the plate. We need a 4, and it's a 5. So he is going to be safe at the plate. And that 2 of a kind for our sheet here for taking an extra base, 2 of a kind, the lead runner is safe and the other runners hold. So we are going to go to second base here. So the run scores from second base, and that ties our ball game at 3. So the Kansas City's clawed back into this one thanks to the sloppy play in the defense for Detroit. And that's going to be an RBI for Jose Guillen as he brings in Joey Gaithright. Gaithright has scored twice in this game, been on base both times. And so the cancel die, how about that? Coming up clutch for us in this game. I really like this. Hopefully we can find out better ways to use it. So 2 outs, 2 on, 1 already in the inning. This is the bottom of the 5th inning. This is Kansas City at bat. So we got 4, 5, 6, nothing there. So 7, 11, 15, 21 is going to be a strikeout to end the inning, and Verlander gets out of it. But Kansas City has gotten back into this ball game and tied it up. They get 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error and a walk, and those things come back to bite you. Typically in baseball, as you can't give other teams outs. And so it's 3-3. And we head to the top of the 6th inning. It's going to be Mags Ordonez, Miguel Cabrera, and Carlos Guillen for Detroit. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be a strikeout, except Mags Ordonez has the power number. So let's see. He needs a 5 to hit it out of the ballpark. And he doesn't. Instead, he swings for the fences and misses. So that's going to be out number 1, as Cabrera can't come through with a home run. Brings up Miggy Ordonez with the swing. 3, 4. So almost a full house there. That's going to be 4, 8, 12, 15 is a fly ball to center field. No need to check that. So it's an F8. And 2 down in the inning, and it'll be Carlos Guillen to the plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Guillen. He has no chance to do anything but strike out. And so Bannister gets him with a K. That's going to be 3 up, 3 down for Detroit in the top of the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Game tied at 3. This is a good game so far between the 2008 Tigers. They are visiting the 2008 Royals. And so it is Billy Butler to the plate, Ross Glode, and John Buck. There's a 4, 5, 6. Nothing there. So 6, 12, 13, 18 is a ground ball to the shortstop. So 6-3 on the putout. And we head to Ross Glode. 3, 4, 5. Nothing there. So 10, 17, 18 is another grounder to short. And John Buck is up. He is 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out. 4, 5, 6, nothing. So 10, 22. 22 is going to be a strikeout swinging. And so Verlander gets him with a K. 3 up, 3 down go the Royals in the bottom of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. We head to the 7th, and it's going to be Gary Sheffield, Matt Joyce, already with a solo homer, and Brandon Inge, who is 1 for 2 on the day. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be a strikeout. No power number here. So that's going to be a strikeout for Chef, as that's his first K of the day. He's 0 for 3. Matt Joy stands in. He homered in his first at bat. Let's see what he's got here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And can you believe it? It's a 2 home run day for Matty Joyce. From the left side, he rips one to right center field. And that one is a no-doubter for number 2 off of Bannister. And Detroit takes the 4-3 lead. Brandon Inge to the plate. A lot of good work down here at the bottom of the order for Detroit. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's going to be back-to-back bombs for Detroit as the bottom of the order continues to come through for the Tigers. 2 solo home runs in a row, and that is a 2 for 3 day for Brandon Inge. Brings up Ramon Santiago. That's an 8, 9 plus 12. 9 plus 12 is 21. So that'll be a strikeout. Second strikeout of the inning. So that's 2 outs now. 2 runs in, and this is the top of the 7th for Detroit. Here's 3 ones, and that's going to be a single. Let's see if our cancel die will cancel out that hit. It does not. It's a 5, and that's going to be a base knock to left field for Curtis Granderson as he goes the other way with the pitch. And it's going to be Placido Polanco to the plate with 2 outs, runner at first base, and just misses the big hit here. So that's going to be 6. 8 plus 8 is 16, which will be a fly ball to right. No error on the play. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. But Detroit does get 2 runs on the 3 hits. 2 of those hits were solo home runs from Matt Joyce and Brandon Inge. They take a 5-3 lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning in Kansas City. Nothing here, so 6, 12, 16, 18. That's going to be a grounder to short. So an automatic out there, and that's out number 1. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to be a K for Aviles. The small straight. 2 down now. That's 2 strikeouts for Aviles on the day. And Esteban Herman, second baseman for the Royals. He is 0 for 3 so far. 3, 4, nothing there. So 4, 8 plus 12 is 20. That's a grounder to first. No error on the play, almost though. And we go 3-1 on the putout, and that's going to be all she wrote for that inning. So Cabrera makes the play and tosses to the pitcher covering. That's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on for Kansas City in the bottom of the 7th. And we head to the top of the 8th. Detroit up 5-3 in this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And who is that? Mags Ordonez doesn't miss this time as he goes with a solo home run and leads off the 8th inning with another bomb. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be to Cabrera, who has an opportunity here as a power hitter to knock it out of the park. And that will be, what's he need? He needs a 2. So if this is a 2, it's gone, and it is. And look at that. He rolls it up. Another inning with back-to-back home runs. And the home run ball is working for Detroit in this one. Carlos Guillen to the plate. Guillen is 0 for 3 on the day. So 3s and 4s, nothing there. 9, 12, plus 7 is 19. That's a grounder to third. No error on the play. And so we go 5-3 on the putout. That's 1 down, and Gary Sheffield stands in. That's 3-1, so that's a possibility of a single. Let's see. Our cancel die doesn't cancel anything out, and so Sheffield strokes one between the shortstop and the third baseman into left field. He'll be at first base with 1 out. 3, 4, 5, nothing there. So 10, 15, 18. 18 is a grounder to the shortstop. Let's go ahead and roll for a double play with 1 out. And we need a 2 of a kind for a double play, and we get that with the 6. So let's go ahead and roll that up. Oh, I'm losing my phone here. Hopefully it'll make it. Okay, so that's going to be a double play, and that will be 6-4-3 on the double play. That's out number 2, out number 3, and that will end the 8th inning for the Tigers, but not before they get 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 home runs back to back for Mags Ordonez and Miguel Cabrera. Score is now 4-7-3 as the Tigers are pulling away in this one. But Kansas City has DeJesus, Guillen, and Martin coming to the plate. So there is a 3 of a kind, and with a star player, a 3 of a kind means that you're going to be able to go up, but let's see if that gets negated by the cancel die. Okay, it does not. It's a 4. So that's going to be a 3 of a kind, and a star player gets to roll for a 4 of a kind. So let's put these on hold, and he gets to roll to see if it goes up, and he does. 4-1 is going to be a double to left field as DeJesus goes the other way with it. So that's a 2-bagger for David DeJesus, and brings up Jose Guillen. Guillen has a power number. Not going to play into here. He just misses the small straight. And that's going to be 9, 10, 15, 21. That'll be a K. So Guillen strikes out with a runner in scoring position, be out number 1. Kansas City really has to make a move here as they get a potential walk here with Martin. Let's go ahead and roll. It's a 2, not a 6, and so that's going to be a base or a walk for Martin as he gets on for the second time. Runners at first and second, 1 out, and the batter is Billy Butler. 3s and 6s, but that's not going to get him anywhere, so that's going to be 7, 10, 19 is a grounder to the third baseman. No error on the play, and we are going to roll for the double play. No double play. Oh, is it a 2 of a kind? Yes. 2 of a kind there, so that is going to be a double play. We're going to go fielder's choice at second. So 5 to 4 to 3, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play as the Royals can't bring home that run from second, or the runner from second, so they get no runs on 1 hit. They do leave 2, and that's going to bring us to the top of the 9th inning. Hopefully our phone is going to make it. Detroit brings up Brandon Inge, Ramon Santiago, and Curtis Granderson. Inge 2 for 3 with a home run and a single. He scored 2 runs, so big game for him today. 3, 4, 5, so that's 8, 9, 12, 17, and that's going to be a grounder to the second baseman. No error on the play. And brings up Ramon Santiago. Santiago 1 for 3 with a double. RBI double back in the third inning. 4, 5, 6, nope. So 10, 11, 16, 21, and that'll be his second straight strikeout. And we head to the last batter for Detroit. Last chance with 2 outs. Curtis Granderson in the top of the 9th inning. Detroit is up 7 to 3, and get nothing here. Almost a full house. So 6, 7 plus 12 is 19. That's a grounder to the third baseman. No error on the play. And that's going to be out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Go Detroit. And the Tigers, no runs on no hits, nobody left on. And we head to the last opportunity. 3 outs left for Kansas City. They're down 7-3, and they need some offensive help here. So Ross Glow, John Buck, and Joey Gaithright, bottom of the order for Kansas City. There's a 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 almost, but not quite. So 6, 12, 13, 18. 18 is a grounder to shortstop. Santiago's up to the challenge, and that's over to first for out number 1. Here's a 4 of a kind, and we're going to, that normally would be a double to left field. But let's see about the cancel die. Ooh, it almost flipped over, but it didn't. And so that's going to be a 4 of a kind. That's a double to left field. So John Buck goes over the left fielder, Matt Joyce's head. One hops the wall for 2 bags. And that's Buck's first hit of the day. And Joey Gaithright will stand in. He's got a home run in this game. He's scored twice. And let's see if he's got anything left for Kansas City. That's going to be 10, 21, 23. 23 is going to be good for a walk. So he gets on base for the 3rd time. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. Mike Aviles to the plate. There's a 3, 4, 5, nothing else. So 6, 10 plus 4 is 14. That's a fly ball to left field. No error on the play. And the left fielder Joyce makes the play for out number 2. 2 down now, 2 on, and it will be Esteban Herman to the plate. There's 3 5s, and so that's an opportunity for a single with an extra base for the runners. So that would score the runner from second, and that would push the runner on first to third. But let's see if our cancel die cancels it out. It does not. That's a 4. And so that holds. That's a base knock and an RBI single for Esteban Herman as the runner at second comes home to score on the single, and the runner at first goes to third. So first and third now with 2 outs, and David DeJesus to the plate. He is a star player, so keep that in mind. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is getting real interesting as David DeJesus comes to the plate, and he brings home 3 with a 3-run jack. So he comes on the home run. He comes in on the home run. And not only is that a 3-run homer, what is it, 7-3? So that makes it 7-6. Is that right? So we have 7 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a game-tying 3-run home run for David DeJesus as he goes yard. In the bottom of the 9th inning, coming through in the clutch, 2 outs against the Tigers bullpen, and he hits a 3-run bomb as Kansas City's come all the way back here. And still an opportunity with Jose Guillen, who is a power hitter, and let's see what happens. 3, 4, 5. Needed that 2 to get the opportunity, but he didn't. So 2, 5 plus 11 is 16. 16 is a fly ball to right. No error on the play. And we're going to extra innings as Kansas City does the unthinkable. And they score 4 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. And that brings us to 3, 5, 7 to 7. 7-7 as we go to the bottom or the top of the 10th inning. And it'll be Placido Polanco, Miguel Ordonez, and Miguel Cabrera. So 3, 4, nothing there. That's going to be 4, 7, 11, 17, and that is a grounder to second base. No error on the play. And the second baseman is Herman. He makes the play over to Glode at first for out number 1. This is Mags Ordonez. Ordonez with a home run in his last at bat. He went to back with Miguel Cabrera. 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's going to get another opportunity here. 3, 4, 5, 6 normally is a strikeout, but for a power hitter, he is going to get an opportunity for a home run. He needs a 2 to hit a home run here, and he gets it, and that's going to be his second home run of the day as Miguel Ordonez goes yard. Another solo home run, and he puts Detroit out front 8-7 in the top of the 10th. It is Miguel Cabrera. Almost a full house for Cabrera, but not quite. So it's going to be 3, 5, 6, and 5 is 11, but he does get on with the error. So what is that? 2 errors, I believe, on Kansas City. Yep, 1 and 2. So 2 errors for Kansas City. It's been kind of a sloppy game in the field, but 1 runner on, 1 runner out, or 1 out, and that's Carlos Guillen to the plate. 2, 3, 5, so 10, 12, 13, 15. 15 is going to be a fly ball to center field. That's going to be a can of corn. 2 down now with a runner at first base and 1 in for Detroit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is good enough for a home run. That's going to be a 2-run jack as Sheffield gets a hold of a curveball and deposits it into the second deck. Kauffman Stadium. I don't even know if there is a second deck at Kauffman Stadium, is there? I think it's just 1 out there. So Cabrera comes in on the home run, the Sheffield home run, and Detroit now, with a little bit of life, a little bit of offense, takes a 10-7 lead on the 2-run shot by Sheffield. Matt Joyce, who already has 2 home runs in this game, he stands in. That's going to be 8, 9, 15. 15 is a fly ball to center. No need to check that. And that's going to be 3 down in the inning. But Detroit does take the lead with 2 home runs, a solo jack by Ordonez, and then a 2-run shot from Sheffield. That's 3 runs on 2 hits. And nobody left on. They cleaned the bases off, so nobody was left on. So it's going to be 10-7 as we head to the bottom of the 10th. And DeJesus had a little 3 home run or 3 RBI magic there. Let's see if the bottom of the order can come through for Kansas City. It'll be Tien, Butler, and Ross Glode. 2, 3. That's a group of 2s there. A group of 2s is going to be a single up the middle. Let's see about our cancel die. No cancellation there, so that's going to be a base knock. And that'll be Tien. Actually, he gets an opportunity to roll again. Sorry about that. So no cancellation, but he's going to get a chance to roll for a double because he is a star player. So he gets to roll 1 die for a 4 of a kind. And can't do it. He's rolling. I guess you could roll that for well, that's a full house, huh? 2 is over once. So that would be a double down the left field line. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll give him a double. That pushes a runner to third base. And that's Billy Butler with the double, by the way. And let's try to score Tien from first. He needs a 2 of a kind at least. He gets it with the 6, and let's roll to see if they get him on the way home. And they don't, so he is going to score on the double. That's an RBI double. That's an RBI double for Billy Butler, and that's his first hit of the day. So they cut the lead to 10-8, and this is turning into an American League game here. 2s and 5s, nothing there, so 7, 13, 15, 20. 20 is a ground ball to first base. No error. So we're going to go 3-1 on the putout. That'll be out number 1. That pushes the runner to third base on the fielder's choice. And it'll be John Buck to the plate. There's 3 6s. That's a potential walk. Let's see. And it will be a walk to Buck. And now runners at first and third with 1 out. And Joey Gaithright stands in. That's 3 3s for Gaithright. Normally that would be a single to right field. And let's see if anything gets negated. It does not. So that's going to not be a knock for Joey Gaithright. And that's a base hit. Going to be an RBI. Kansas City with the fight. And they'll push a runner to second base. So 1 out and 2 already in. It's 10-9 now. As we thought this was in the bag for Detroit, but it's not. So a pair of 2s, 1, 2, nothing there. So 10, 12, 13, 15. 15 is a fly ball to center field. That'll be out number 2. So 2 down and 2 on. 2 already in for Kansas City, and they're down to their last batter, Esteban Herman. 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3, 4, 5, 6 for a batter who doesn't have anything is a strikeout. And Herman strikes out with a runner in scoring position, and that's going to be the ball game. As Kansas City comes back with 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, and they fall just short. So 3, 5, 7, 10 to 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. 10 to 9 is our final here. Lots of excitement in these last innings, and that'll be 4, 7, 10, 12 hits. And I think they had 3 errors. I believe that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10 hits on, I believe it was 2 errors. So that's our final score. Detroit 10-9 over Kansas City, and this is August 22nd, 2008, using the negator or the cancel die, which did change a few plays. Didn't change too many, but it did change a few plays, and just a little wrinkle to throw in there to get pitching or defense into the game. If you have any questions or comments, if you have any suggestions about how this game can be improved, please put them in the comment section below. This is a game, hasn't been released, but if you do want to play this version of the game, email me at onbasebaseball@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send that out to you to try to play, to see if you can work something out a little better with this baseline engine. All right. I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.